And turning now to news out of that cult compound up near Waco. A British man became the 35th person to be released from the Branch Davidian compound near Waco today.
But they say negotiations are at a standstill again between the federal agents and cult leader David Koresh.
And we go to the man who has been watching this from the very beginning, reporter Wayne Doltrafino, for an update on day 24. Wayne?
Yeah, good evening, Melanie and Dave. When 7 of the Branch Davidians were released from the compound on Sunday, we reported, as you might expect, that the trickle of followers out of the compound had become a flow. Well, today it went back to a trickle. It's become part of the daily sights and sounds in the countryside east of Waco. Low-flying military choppers and the Army's fighting vehicles on the move along the ridge clearing debris. For 24 days, it's been like this.
We have also received word that additional people will be released today. So the process continues, but it seems to be at his own pace.
A 33-year-old Briton was the morning offering from the cult leader, perhaps a response to complaints most of the recently released Davidians were elderly, not fighting men.
We were not getting these younger males out, so I think that's a message that he's willing to send them out. Sometimes it's hard to interpret what the messages are because we keep getting mixed signals. And if we start getting children and we start getting the younger males out of there, those people that could perhaps help him in a siege situation, we think those are key signs that we're looking for.
What David Koresh is looking for remains the mystery. The FBI hoped a letter delivered last night would offer hope. In it, the sheriff promised Koresh jail communications with his followers and another broadcast on the Christian network when he surrenders.
He was very much interested in this Christian broadcasting network, which is where the tape was played on March the 2nd, and has continued to express that interest because that's primarily the audience in which he's seeking to reach.
Koresh rejected it.
No explanation, basically said it's not worth the paper it's written on, and that was the end of it.
This afternoon, another banner was unfurled over at the compound, a request to talk to a Dallas radio talk show host who's been sympathetic to their cause, but don't bet on it. Feds were also this afternoon apparently playing music over at the compound. It was very difficult to hear here, so reporters were sort of playing the Name That Tune game. Somebody suggested it was Reveille. Somebody else said it was Hail to the Chief. Still another reporter thought it was the Nancy Sinatra classic, These Boots Were Made for Walking. We'll find out from the feds most likely tomorrow exactly what the hits included. Dave, Melanie, back to you.
What about last night, Wayne? Did they play anything in particular last night?
They played the Monks again, but they didn't play it all the time. They played it just intermittently. It's sort of the Pavlov's dog thing. You give us something, we won't play music. You don't do what you say you're going to do, and we'll play music. Apparently, they're not happy. They were expecting women and children, at least some of them, to come out this afternoon. Nothing's happened. That's probably why the music.
All right. Thank you very much, Wayne.